Okay, our last little section here. It says Max scores 64 points in 8 basketball games. Ryan scores 18 points in 2 games. Use max score rate to complete the table. All right, so if he scores 64 points in 8 games, and we want to figure out his unit rate, we're going to take 64 and divide it by 8, and that's a basic fact. 64 divided by 8 is 8. Okay, again, we'll either be multiplying or dividing by this number. If we know this column, we'll be doing a division problem. If we know this column, we'll be doing a multiplication problem. So I know this one, so 16 divided by 8 is going to give me 2. In other words, if I want to double my points scored, it would take me 2 games. If I want to triple it, 3 times 8 is 24. If I have scored 32 points, 32 divided by 8 means I would have 4 games under my belt. And if I have played 11 games and I averaged 8 points a game, I would have 88 points. All right, and then we're going to use Ryan's score to complete the double number line. So we know that in 2 games, Ryan scored 18 points. So in 1 game, he would score 9 points. Our unit rate would be 1 and 9. All right, if he scored 36, again, we're always going to multiply or divide by this number. If we know these, we'll divide. If we know these, we'll multiply. So 36 divided by 9 tells us that it would take him 4 games to get 36 points. If we were in 6 games, 6 times 9 is 54. We would expect that we had scored 54 points. If we were in 8 games, 8 times 9 is 72. And then finally, if we had 90 points, 90 divided by 9 gives me 10. Okay. All right, so how many games would Mac have to play to score 112 points? Well, if he scores 8 points every game, 112 divided by 8 is going to give us 14 games. It'll take 14 games for that. How many games would Ryan have to play to score 117 points? We are going to take our 117 and divide it by our 9, the number of points we score per game, and that would give us 13 games. Who has the better scoring rate? How do you know? Well, we could use this fact. We could say that Ryan has the better scoring rate because in 13 games he would make more points. So he's less games for more points. But I always like to go back to the unit rate. So we know that Ryan has the better scoring percentage because Ryan scores 9 points per game while Mac only scores 8 points per game. So Ryan has the better scoring rate because he scores 9 points per game, but Mac scores 8 points per game. All right, that's your quiz. Go ahead and make sure that you have your questions ready to ask me when you come into class next time, and we'll be taking a quiz over these ideas.